have, but...
But it takes time, I'm sure. Unfortunately, we're out of time. And I hope that you'll come back because we have a lot more to talk about. We really just scratched the surface. So will you come back and continue this discussion?
Definitely.
Good. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you, Enrico, for suggesting these guests. Sophia Muth and also Blanc Vang, President and Vice President of United Refugee Services in Madison. Thank you for joining us tonight. ABC News is on the way next. Madison Nightline will continue, and we'll talk about vegetarianism with the organization PETA. We hope that you'll join us.
Bisbee Carpets. AM 1070, WTSO Madison. The one you turn to for news, sports, and weather. Ross Perot.
Most people would concede that my problems stem from this sluggish, anemic economy. I think you can trace those problems to getting bigger with that. Now, I think the economy is improving. We still have some big problems there.
Mr. Bush's second primetime White House news conference in 3 years, carried live only by CNN, the commercial net sticking to top cops, young writers, and Bill Cosby. He came out swinging at Congress for failing to tackle the federal deficit, but as soon as the floor was open to questions, the subject was politics in general, Ross Perot in particular. Mr. Bush sidestepped.
I'm sure there will be debates, and I will be ready to join the fray after the conventions, but as you know, I have not challenged directly either Perot or Clinton, Mr. Perot or Governor Clinton. I have no intention of changing that before the convention. I am trying to get things done that will help this country.
On the matter of the Rio Earth Summit and why he's refusing to sign a treaty on preserving the planet's non-human ecologies, Mr. Bush said the wording threatens American jobs, and he says that the people in Rio don't understand that. Too bad. More news after this. Getting to know Perot is becoming more important as the election year moves on, and questions are now being raised about the Texas billionaire's interest in Vietnam. A former high-ranking official of the Vietnamese Foreign Ministry telling ABC News Perot and a business associate had more than missing American soldiers in mind when they led a mission to Hanoi years ago. That official says they were looking to set up a business relationship with his country. Perot has denied that, and Ann Mills Griffiths of the National League of Families says those allegations are upsetting.
I am totally caught off guard by that, and I think it's totally in contradiction to the public patriotic portrayal that has been conveyed to the families and the public.
Later this month, Perot is to appear before a Senate hearing on POWs and MIAs. More than 10 million people working in small businesses around the country are having trouble getting their jobs done because, according to a private research group, their writing and math skills are so poor. The Southport Institute for Policy Analysis says it leads to all kinds of problems, from workers on assembly lines unable to fully understand instructions to giving customers the wrong change. ABC's Tony Sargent says it's not hard to understand when you look at the numbers in a new Census Bureau study.
4 in 10 teenage boys and nearly 3 out of 10 girls were behind in school or dropped out in 1990, the latest figures available. The Census Bureau's annual report on school enrollment also shows 22% of kids aged 6 to 8 were in lower grades than they should have been. The report says black and Hispanic pupils generally fall behind at earlier ages than white students. Tony Sargent, ABC News, Washington.
Tuberculosis researchers at the University of Arkansas believe they may have on their hands what they call a breakthrough that could save many lives. They say they found a way to make a drastic cut in the time it takes to diagnose TB from 4 weeks to about 36 hours. This is ABC News. For the ABC Information Network, I'm Tom Martin.
From the 1070 News Center, I'm Hugh Press. Governor Thompson plans to sign an anti-gambling bill that cleared the Assembly today. The measure includes 5 advisory referendums on the April ballot dealing with various gambling issues. Backers of the downtown Madison Convention Center were at the Capitol today for a pre-birthday party of sorts for famed architect Frank Lloyd Wright. The Monona Terrace project was originally designed by Wright, whose 125th birthday is Monday. How to deal with disruptive students was taken up today during a special meeting at the Madison School Board. An expert with the University of Hartford suggested that after-school activities might better serve enrollee students than a so-called jail school the board has considered. A Monona woman came forward today to claim the $250,000 super cash prize from Tuesday night's drawing. Judy Corbett's winning after taxes come to over $182,000. And the state lawmakers formed an exploratory committee for the post of state school superintendent, being vacated next year by retiring Bert Grover. Assistant Assembly Republican leader Randall Radke was considering running for the congressional seat, now held by GOP colleague Jim Sensenbrenner. For WTSO News, I'm Jim Kress.
Thanks, Jim. WTSO News time is 6 minutes past 9 o'clock. With tonight's forecast, here's Gordy Young.
Well, most of the cloud cover continues, but it looks like most of the rain has passed us by. We did get a little bit of rain today, officially at the airport, just 0.03 of an inch, but we could use some more, of course, and we do have some more in the forecast, but not until the weekend hits us. Our WTSO forecast, 4 tonight, mostly cloudy, a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms, a low around 55. South winds becoming northwest at 5 to 10. Friday, partly sunny, high about 80. Northwest winds at 10 to 15. Then Saturday, again, here's our chance for some more rain, mostly cloudy, a 40% chance for those showers, and a high about 75. This is Gordy Young on the one you turn to for weather. AM 1070 WTSO.
Thanks, Gordy. Currently cloudy skies. We have southeast winds at 5, and it's still 65 in Madison.
This is Madison Nightline, a presentation of WTSO News on the one you turn to for talk. AM 1070, WTSO.
Welcome to the second hour of Madison Nightline on WTSO. I'm still Diana Summers.
I'm still Ed Rico.
And Pam Yankee joins us on Madison Nightline this evening. It's been about 6 months since you've been on the show.
That's right. It has. Not necessarily my kind of hours for this program, but glad to be along nonetheless.
Yeah, this was an interesting development today, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm sure that we'll have a fun discussion.
Well, we'll have a discussion.
Remember, though, the point of this program is entertainment, information, and fun. Don't lose sight of that now, Pam.
Look into these bloodshot eyes, Diana.
She's not having fun. Robin Walker joins us from Iowa tonight. Hi, Robin.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Pam Yankee is our farm director here at WTSO, and Enrico is my co-host. And Robin Walker is the campaign coordinator for Vegetarianism for PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Why, Robin, are you in Iowa tonight?
Well, the World Pork Expo once again makes its appearance at the Iowa State Fairgrounds. And so we're here to do some counter-education to tell people what really happens to animals before they become someone's dinner. So that's why we're here. It's this weekend, and we're planning lots of activities. It's going to be an exciting time.
More pies in the face this year, Robin?
No, I don't know that there will be any more pies in the face, but I of course can't speak for other activists who might have something up their sleeve.
Explain
cream pie.
Explain what the counter education is going to be then.
Well, we're going to have we're going to have lots of people leafleting, the Pork Expo goers. We're also going to have a dunking booth. We're going to give the Iowa pork farmers an opportunity to dunk PETA's vegetarian queen and get some of their anger out. It's going to be quite fun, actually.
When you talk about actually counter-education, could we be more specific about the complaints that you have with pork producers? And certainly I will invite our listeners to join us with their own questions and with their counter-education, if you will. 281-1070 is our phone number. Robin Walker, I have to admit to you that my absolute favorite meal in the entire world is a ham sandwich. I adore pork. But I am interested in knowing more about, your complaints with pork producers.
Well, I'm certainly glad we have an hour, because the complaints that the animal rights movement has